Greetings to everyone and welcome to the Rockiva podcast. I'm your host, Gabriela Gomes. On today's episode, I'd like to mention a very different album. I usually don't focus on instrumental albums, but this one's just too good not to mention. This instrumental album is by the one and only John Payne. The extraordinaire himself, known for his work with Asia, Dukes of the Orient, GPS, and Intelligent Music Project. Yes, the brilliant talent that we all know and love had released the first instrumental album from a 3-volume trilogy titled John Payne and the Loco Crew. It has been absolutely beautiful listening to Volume 1 over the last year. The music featured on this release enables the listener's mind to drift off into a dream world. During the time, shortly before John Payne had released this instrumental album, I had been feeling uninspired and I felt a lack of motivation. I was quite overwhelmed by some difficult things in my life. I had been trying to deal with it alone, which is never easy. But upon getting this album, I found that it's very different and adventure-filled. And that was the beginning of a source of inspiration for a few projects of my own, which had taken some time to complete, almost a year. Some of it I'm actually still completing now, including some novels and songwriting for upcoming songs. Refocusing on this album, let's start with the first track, Spacedust. This song has a lovely harmony. It is a blissful pleasure to listen to. There are moments in this song that feels like you are listening to the soundtrack of the creation of space and time. It can truly bring tears to your eyes. Wow. Just wow. 6 minutes into the song, the tune is dramatic and excellent. It is the sound of a discovery of a lifetime, which continues to escalate till the end. This melody finishes the song gloriously. Onslaught. Well, have you ever played the game Doom? If you ever have, you'll agree with me when I say that this song's intro sounds as if it should have been part of that game's soundtrack. Unlike the beat of the drums that is heard 4 minutes into the song, it reminds me a bit of Genesis the band, not the opening chapter of the Bible. The sci-fi sounds and tune 5 minutes into the song is very cool. Just the same as with the other tracks, this song flows seamlessly through its different stages, creating a magnificent progressive rock sound. Journeyman Z, or Z if you prefer, has a wonderfully beautiful melody that relaxes both heart and soul. It can calm a restless mind. This is what I would call music therapy. It is awesome how the guitars drift into a super rocking tune at about 4 minutes into the track, then prepares for a soothing jazzy melody somewhere around 5 minutes into the song. At 6 minutes and 30 seconds into this track, you will hear another fun melody before going back to a real rock star guitar beat past 7 minutes into the track. At 8 minutes, we hear a reprise of the wonderful opening melody. Oh, wow. It's so wonderful. Excuse me. I'm getting lost in the melody of the song whilst listening to it in the background on my earphones. Destinations. I love the galloping beat of the keyboards on the song. It is so lively and fun. As always, the guitars are splendid. The saxophone is entrancing. It is all too good. It sounds like a Toto meets Asia kind of melody. The song fades into a slower and relaxing tune for a short while, then picks up at a perfect pace. Destinations is a perfect progressive instrumental track. Then we have Departures. It starts off with tight guitars which flow in a killer way. They guide the song's tune through the first 3 minutes into a magical melody which comes into play right upon the 3-minute mark. The song has a marvelous balance of solid rock beats and mystical keyboards accompanied by guitars that match their mystique. The song Clouds, the intro melody of that track, has a mysterious vibe. It has a very American sounding tune. It makes me think of the Vegas deserts. My mind can visualize a traveler journeying through the mists of time. 4 minutes into the song, you can hear a melody that is so dream-inspiring that if you are listening to it alone, you will undoubtedly get lost in a world of wonder. And it ends off with a solid rock tune. Arrivals has a flair of a Kansas sound throughout the track. It gives off the feeling of a new journey, a quest for change with a new hope rising. It has an adventurous melody that later flows into a calm, jazzy tune, close to the 3-minute mark. It then fades into a relaxing beat for a while. The guitars kick the song back into a cool rocking tune at 4 minutes 30 seconds. I love the guitar riff at that point in the song. I could listen to it on loop for hours. Again, we have another brilliant example of what progressive music is truly about. What can I say? John Payne has done it again. He has successfully created yet another masterpiece. The man's a legend, a true musical genius. What a pleasure it is to hear his music creations. I can't wait for Volume 2 and 3. Here's the future of spectacular new releases and the present of newly released gems. A special thank you to Steve Gustafson for telling me about this release when it was still in the beginning stages of being recorded. Thank you all for listening to today's podcast. I hope that you found it enjoyable. If this episode led to your discovery of the Loco Crew Volume 1, then do take a moment to listen to this album and get familiar with the songs. Then maybe come back and comment the songs that you feel are the standout tracks. If you already know the album, I would like for you to still comment your favorite tracks, whether it be 3 of them or just one. I'd like to know which songs really speak to you. I look forward to reading your comments. Take care, everyone. Cheers.